Come here. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. If you're tired of being broke or not knowing where your money goes, then this video is for you. Let's go. Well, listen, this is not a financial advice video. This is not financial... Actually, I lied. This is not financial advice. This is just my journey, the things that I have learned, and the things that I wish someone would have told me when I was younger, or even like right now. So this is my journey of like financial literacy. So if you're interested in that, then this video is for you. So let's be for real. No one taught us this in school. You know they didn't, right? They may have said something, but like not really. No one taught us this in school, but this is one of the most important things in the world, like living, being financially literate, being financially free if that's your goal, which why wouldn't it be your goal? Today, I'm telling you exactly what you need to do to start managing your money step by step. So whether you're just getting your first paycheck, oh my God, congrats! Or you're not getting your first paycheck, you have been getting several paychecks, but you want to get your finances under control, then that's great, you're in the right place. I'm going to walk you through how to take control of your money, even if you're starting from $0. Yes, it is possible. Yes. Before you say anything, it is possible, okay? Step 1, know your numbers. Know how much money you have coming in, which is your income, and know how much money is going out, your expenses. You can use a simple tracker, or you can get old school with it and write it down on a piece of paper. Me personally, I write the day of the week, the date, and I write how much money I spent that day. You can also use like a Google Excel sheet. This stuff is free. Create a Google account, which is free, and you have access to all of these things like Google Excel, Google Docs, and all this kind of stuff. So create a Google Excel, or even get on Notion. Notion is also free, and just literally create some sort of tracker. And it could be as basic as today is Friday and this is today's date. I spent $15 on gas today. That's it, even though that's not a full tank of gas, but I'm just using that as an example, okay? So you write the date, what day of the week it is, and how much money you spent, and on what did you spend it on, because that's gonna be important for later. Y'all, these steps are so simple. All you gotta do is just like do it, and I'm telling you, your financial life is gonna be that much better. But here's step 2, track your spending. It's kind of like what I said with step 1, like knowing what's coming in and what's going out. I'm gonna give you a 7-day challenge of tracking every dollar that you spend for the next 7 days. Track how much money you have spent every single day and what it was on. And be honest. Don't flake. Don't skip out on it. Be honest, okay? There are so many apps you can use for this. Like I said already, I don't use any apps for this, I guess, except like the Notes app on my phone or Notion app. But that's about it. Like, you don't have to download all these crazy apps, but I'm sure that it works. In fact, I'm gonna try it out myself and see what I think of it, and then I'm gonna come back and share what I thought of it. But for now, I literally am using the Notes app on my phone and Notion, for real. And honestly, this step is so key, so important. Create a starter budget. Now, the next video that I have coming out is gonna be all about creating a budget, like budgeting 101. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss out on the upcoming videos in this series. But budgeting is so key to saving money. Even if you know how much money is coming in and going out, it does nothing for you if you don't do anything with those numbers. This is going to change your life, and I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. So if you have any questions, any video requests, leave it also in the comments below, and I'll definitely like check it out. Anyway, step 3, create a starter budget. Break your income and expenses into different categories. You need to create different categories for your expenses and income. For example, you need a category for everything that you need. Like, you need to pay rent, you need to put gas in your car, you need to eat food to live. And then you have another category where like the things that you want, like you want to go to the movies, you want to go shopping, you want to go to the coffee shop. These are things that you might want, but you don't necessarily need, right? And then you also need a category for your savings and your debt. Like, you need to be able to put money aside to save and put money aside to pay off any debt that you may have. There are different budgeting techniques. There are so many techniques, and you just gotta figure out which one works for you. Like I said, the next video is gonna get more in depth on some of these strategies, but some of the main strategies that most people know about is like the 50-30-20 rule and the zero-based budgeting rule. If you don't know what those strategies are, then definitely come back for the next video. I'll break it down, make it easy and simple for you to understand. Let's go on to the next step. Step 4, build an emergency fund. This could be a small emergency fund. It doesn't have to be huge, but start off with a mini emergency fund between $500 and $1,000 for now. Slowly work your way up, but you should have an emergency fund of at least $500 to $1,000 saved up. That way, if anything happens, it's an emergency fund. You don't dip into this fund to go shopping. You don't dip into this fund to go to a coffee shop. You dip into this fund when it's an emergency, like you need to fix your tire on your car or things like that. Like you cannot survive without this emergency being fixed. You use your emergency fund for that. And whenever you're saving for your emergency fund, you can use the goal tracker. You can get creative and fun with it. Create a vision board. Like literally check off how much money you're putting in there, because the visual thing really does matter. Putting money in a savings account is cool and all, but whenever you have like a visual representation of how much money you're putting into it or how much money you're not putting into it, for some reason that really does help you save faster and more, because it's like a game. Like, can I fill this whole bar to 100%, or have I not filled it yet? Like, get creative, do what you need to do. I'm gonna have more videos about all these things, so just stay tuned for that. But I highly recommend definitely creating a mini emergency fund. Even if you can only put in $1 today, that $1 can compound on itself and turn into hundreds of dollars. I'm telling you, it sounds crazy now, but I'm telling you, if you put $1 in a week, in 4 weeks you have $4. That's $4 more than you had originally, and then in 8 weeks you have $8. And not just $8, your money does make money. Even in a savings account with a terrible interest rate, which I'll talk about later, even if you have a bank that has a terrible interest rate, your money will still make money, even if it only made 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents. It's more than 0 cents. But I'll talk about that later. I might be getting ahead of you if you're a true beginner, but I'm trying to make you understand that like $1 can grow within itself. $1 can turn into $1.01, and then $1.01 can turn into $1.03, and then $1.03 can turn into $1.10, and so forth, so forth. That's just an example. So your money can make money. Let's move on to the next step, because I can keep going on and on about that one. To set 1 to 2 small financial goals. This could be saving for an emergency fund. This could be saving to buy that really nice purse that you want. Saving for a vacation. Saving to pay off debt, saving to do anything. Create 1 to 2 small financial goals. My financial goal right now is to pay off credit card debt. So I have a number of how much money I want to pay off on my credit card debt, how much money I need to pay, and how much money have I been contributing to it. That's my small financial goal. It's not a small goal, honestly, if I'm being for real. It's a big goal, but at least I have a goal. Do you? Get yourself a goal, okay? By the way, let me go back a step and say, whenever you're saving for an emergency fund, like I already mentioned, that can be a goal within itself. Just make sure that you have a separate savings account for your savings. Literally, have a savings account for your emergency fund. But the problem is, people like to go dipping in their savings account like it's their checking account. And if you're one of those people, stop doing that right now. People will put their entire check in their savings account just to go into their savings account later to make a transfer into the checking account. It's like they're constantly going in their savings account to put it in their checking account constantly. How is that saving? Why even put it in your savings account if you can't save that much money? For example, let's say you got $100, okay? You put $100 in your savings account, but you didn't put gas in your car, you didn't buy food, you didn't pay any bills. You know you need that $100 to do any of those things. So before you go and put your whole check in savings and then go in savings and take the whole thing out, why do people do that? I myself used to do that too. I used to think, oh, let me put all this money in savings and I'm saving. Oh my God, my savings account just went up. And then like 2 days later, let me withdraw $20. Oh dang, let me withdraw $10. Oh dang, let me withdraw $5. Let me withdraw, okay, I need gas again. Let me withdraw $20. Let me withdraw $25. Over and over and over. You look at your savings account, you have $1 in savings. Have you been that person? Because I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was me in my beginning financial days. Whenever I first started getting money, I didn't know what to do. The only financial advice I ever received growing up was like, you need to save money. So that's good advice. A lot of people that I know don't even do that well. They don't even save money. They just get money and spend it immediately. Get money and spend it, get money. Like they might have a savings account, but it's as if they don't have a savings account because nothing is in it, or they put money in it just to take it out later. Now listen, if you're saving for something, let's say I was saving to buy a laptop, and once you have that money in your savings for that laptop, of course, take it out, go buy what you were saving for. But if you're not saving for something, or if you don't have an emergency fund, or if you're just dipping out of your savings because that's a habit, You need to break that habit. You're never going to save a lot of money if you are comfortable dipping in your savings every time you need money, if it's not an emergency. I'm trying to get you to understand, because I know people even to this day who do that. They will put money in their savings account and they be like, oh wait, I gotta transfer money. If that's you, stop doing that. Don't put money in your savings that you know you need to spend this week. If you're gonna put money in your savings, put money in savings that you know you don't need to touch. Even if it's as little as $1. Can you put $1 in your savings account and not touch it? Then great, do that. Can you put $10 in your savings account and not touch it? Do that. Oh my God, this makes my heart hurt, because I just get so frustrated when I see people like, oh wait, I need to transfer money real quick. It's like, you shouldn't be out here doing what you're about to do if you don't have the money on hand already. You get what I'm saying? You should not be at Walmart being like, oh wait, I need to like transfer money real quick. You don't have enough money for groceries. You either put way too much money in your savings account, or now you're overspending. Stop doing that. Stop. Don't be that person. Please. Stop doing that, okay? The last and final step. Step 6. Now this step might not be easy for everybody, because for me it took a long time for me to get to this point, but the last step is to automate everything. This means to automatically pay bills, automatically transfer money into your savings account. So if you're a person that is on a salary and you get paid once a month, on the day that you know you're gonna get paid, or maybe the day after, because you know sometimes banks and stuff, whatever, maybe the day after you get paid, automatically transfer a certain amount of money to your savings account. Make it automatically to where you don't even see it, you don't even know that it happened. You just check your checking account and this is how much money you have to work with. Automatically transfer that money to where you have it. You can set it up with your bank. You can get on the mobile app, set this up where it's automatically transferring into your savings account. Even if it's like $1, automatically take out $1 and put it in your savings account. Because if you do that, then you're gonna be automatically saving without much effort. You don't have to physically look at your checking account and go, let me take out $50 for savings. It's going to automatically take it out and you're not even gonna notice it. So whatever you have left is what you have left. However, that can be difficult for a lot of people, especially if you know you're living check to check. You don't want to automatically take out a lot of money because you might actually need that money. Right, you might actually need that money in the long run. So if I automatically did a bill, some things would get like declined because I didn't have enough money in my account at the time. So like, this is for real. Like, some people cannot automatically transfer things, automatically pay bills, because while you know you're gonna be able to pay the bill, you might need an extra day, you might need extra time, and you don't want it to automatically come out of your account and then boom, now you're in the negatives. Now boom, you have a negative late fee and all this kind of stuff that can happen because you overdraft. So like I said, personally, this step took me a long time to get to, and so this step may not apply to you right now, but you want to be able to get to that point to where you can automatically transfer things out in your account. That way you don't have to think about it. Out of sight, out of mind. You know your bills are automatically being paid. You know your savings account is automatically going up without you having to do much effort. You want this to be as like easy as possible, and so that is the goal. But if you're not there right now, I totally get it, because I was not there for years. I'm talking years, but that's just my life experience. It might be different for you, but definitely it's still a very important step to add to your money managing things. So remember guys, know your numbers, start tracking your expenses, create a simple budget for yourself, build your emergency funds, set goals, and automate where possible, even if it's like $1. Start small, because consistency beats perfection. Let me know in the comments, what's one financial goal you're working towards today? And if you liked everything that you heard today, and if you agree with some of the steps that I said, be sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Come back for more financial literacy tips from me. They say each one teach one, and so that's what I'm doing. Thanks, Denzel Washington. Next week, I'm diving into how to budget when you're living paycheck to paycheck, so stay tuned for that video. Subscribe to see it. Okay, I will see you all in the next video. Later.